If you want to find a quiet place in this world, you must choose the desert. Many people say that the desert is lifeless. This is incorrect information. If you want to know yourself, to understand yourself, to renew your life, go to the desert. But one thing is true, that we don't know much about the desert.
Can anyone tell us how much we actually want to know about deserts? Many secrets are hidden in this desert. Those who love the mystical life should wander in the desert at least once. Nowhere in this world is there such a lack of human space, no place to stay, no place to live.
But how many places are left in the desert? No people, uninhabited. However, many people also visit the desert. But of course it takes caution. Otherwise, you can get lost in the desert anytime. The desert is as beautiful as it is terrifying. This desert also claimed many lives.
But if you take precautions, you will never get lost in the desert. Rainfall in desert regions is very low, so there are not many plants. Some rare species of trees grow in deserts. Among these are several plants that are highly poisonous. They can kill people. Medicines are made from some trees. Deserts are formed by weathering processes, as large variations in temperature between day and night put strains on the rocks, which consequently break in pieces. Although rain seldom occurs in deserts, there are occasional downpours that can result in flash floods. Rain falling on hot rocks can cause them to shatter. And the resulting fragments and rubble strewn over the desert floor are further eroded by the wind. This picks up particles of sand and dust, which can remain airborne for extended periods, sometimes causing the formation of sandstorms or dust storms. Wind-blown sand grains striking any solid object in their path can abrade the surface. Rocks are smoothed down and the wind sorts sand into uniform deposits. The grains end up as level sheets of sand or are piled high in billowing sand dunes.
Other deserts are flat, stony plains where all the fine material has been blown away and the surface consists of a mosaic of smooth stones, often forming desert pavements, and little further erosion takes place. Other desert features include rock outcrops, exposed bedrock and clays once deposited by flowing water. Temporary lakes may form and salt pans may be left when waters evaporate. There may be underground sources of water, in the form of springs and seepages from aquifers. Where these are found, oases can occur.
Deserts take up about 1/3 of Earth's land surface. 6. Bottomlands may be salt-covered flats. Aeolian processes are major factors in shaping desert landscapes. Polar deserts, also seen as cold deserts, have similar features, except the main form of precipitation is snow rather than rain. Antarctica is the world's largest cold desert, composed of about 98% thick continental ice sheet and 2% barren rock. Some of the barren rock is to be found in the so-called dry valleys of Antarctica that almost never get snow, which can have ice-encrusted saline lakes that suggest evaporation far greater than the rare snowfall due to the strong katabatic winds that even evaporate ice. When rain falls in deserts, as it occasionally does, it is often with great violence. The desert surface is evidence of this, with dry stream channels known as arroyos or wadis meandering across its surface. These can experience flash floods, becoming raging torrents with surprising rapidity after a storm that may be many kilometers away. Most deserts are in basins with no drainage to the sea, but some are crossed by exotic rivers sourced in mountain ranges or other high rainfall areas beyond their borders. Deserts have been defined and classified in a number of ways, generally combining total precipitation, number of days on which this falls, temperature and humidity, and sometimes additional factors. 6, for example, Phoenix, Arizona, receives less than 250 millimeters, 9.8 in, of precipitation per year and is immediately recognized as being located in a desert because of its aridity-adapted plants. The north slope of Alaska's Brooks Range also receives less than 250 millimeters, 9.8 in, of precipitation per year and is often classified as a cold desert. Sand dunes are accumulations of wind-blown sand piled up in mounds or ridges. They form downwind of copious sources of dry, loose sand and occur when topographic and climatic conditions cause airborne particles to settle. As the wind blows, saltation and creep take place on the windward side of the dune and individual grains of sand move uphill. When they reach the crest, they cascade down the far side. The upwind slope typically has a gradient of 10 degrees to 20 degrees while the lee slope is around 32 degrees, the angle at which loose dry sand will slip, as this wind-induced movement of sand grains takes place.
People have been living in deserts for millennia. Many, such as the Bushmen in the Kalahari, the Aborigines in Australia, and various tribes of North American Indians, were originally hunter-gatherers. They developed skills in the manufacture and use of weapons, animal tracking, finding water, foraging for edible plants, and using the things they found in their natural environment to supply their everyday needs. Their self-sufficient skills and knowledge were passed down through the generations by word of mouth.